Hey guys, today I'm here with my Atlas tree. I think this is a very good Atlas tree in the end game that I've been using to sustain my waystones and just get a lot more loot out of my maps. One of the main priorities for me right now is sustaining my waystones still, even though I'm around 300 maps deep into my Atlas. I've done Citadels and attempted the Arbiter of Ash. Still sustaining tier 15 waystones is slightly a pain point sometimes. So I'm going to show my Atlas tree that's been working quite well for me in this regard. First of all, when you're just starting out, perhaps you could consider slightly different nodes or different pathing. And also because you're getting 2 nodes at a time. For example, if you only have 2 points, you might want to take these nodes, but once you have 4 points, you actually might want to take this node instead and one of these. Take this in mind and also use the refund ability to the best extent. Try to be smart about it because it can be very, very beneficial as you're leveling, because quite often to reach a notable you need 3 points, but you only get 2 per level, etc. Anyways, I'm gonna go for the Atlas and explain it. First of all, these 5 nodes here, waystones have 10% chance to be a tier higher, so basically it's 50% more chance to find a waystone a tier higher. Increase the number of monster packs. This is just a path for here because, I mean, we can choose to have a 10% chance to have an essence. I'm not that bothered about that. I'd rather just have monster packs in my maps. And then increase quantity of precursor tablets found in your maps. Precursor tablets are not exactly plentiful. If you're over-sustaining them, maybe you could take this node away and put it elsewhere, but they're essential for juicing the maps, irradiating them, and just getting more and more loot out of them, so I think that's quite important. And quite often I had points in the game where I just don't quite have a precursor tablet, or I just don't have a good one, so it's just good to have some spare. Next, we're going here, increase pack size in your maps. This is not very important, but what's important is this node here increases rare monsters in your maps by 15%. This is very good because the rare monsters are the ones that actually drop the good loot in my experience, not the magic monsters or something else. The rare monsters are so good. Sometimes they even drop better loot than a map boss at +3 map boss difficulty, which is insane. We're going further here and we're taking 1 rare monster in your maps as duplicated. Once again, more rare monsters, more loot, and this adds 1 extra rare monster in your maps, which is very nice. We're going here to increase the quantity of waystones in your maps by 20%. Once again, this helps with sustain. I'm taking the notable here to increase the quantity and rarity, and also increase the rarity here. So that's just to put more items, more loot on the maps. And then we're going down here, taking the explicit effect of increased effect of explicit modifiers on the waystone for each explicit modifier, as well as these nodes that just boost the explicit modifiers. Now, I'm running a lot of 8 mods or just maps with a lot of explicit modifiers, so this is quite nice to have. If you're not, perhaps you could consider a different pathing or take these nodes all together, but you do need this node unless you're pathing for the magic monsters here. But yeah, keep that in mind if you're not running maps with a lot of explicit modifiers, or if the maps are not quite comfortable for you to run, keep in mind perhaps these could not be the best nodes for you to take, but I quite like them. I'm taking these quantity nodes here just to path down here. The higher road gives us 20% extra chance to find a waystone a tier higher, so in aggregate this is 70% chance to find a waystone a tier higher instead. Now, I'm taking these nodes that increase the quantity of waystones by 18% in aggregate as well, so they're synergized with everything else and really helps with waystones. And now this node is, I think, one of the best we have in the entire Atlas. This gives 1 to 2 additional modifiers on all rare and unique monsters. Now remember, we put already a lot of extra rare monsters on the map. Now we're giving them even more modifiers, and we know for a fact the more modifiers there are, the better the loot. So this node is very, very good. It gives you a ton of extra loot, and in my experience it's just really, really worth it. And yeah, this is my Atlas. It's been working great for me. I'm very deep in the end game. I'm very close to pretty much finishing it. Basically, this has been working great for me, so just complete the Atlas, do the Arbiter of Ash, and so on. And yeah, I hope you find it helpful. Thanks for watching and enjoy your Path of Exile 2 journey. See you later.